Good morning, I'm Cadet DeGrella, and today we'll be going over the first 15 basics, such as greetings, accountability, change of command, securing and grounding your gear, and many more. At the beginning of every PT, your flight commander will say, at double arm interval, flight fall in. This is so that everyone is equally spaced out so that they can safely perform physical training.
At double arm interval, flight fall in.
At double arm interval flight fall in, you immediately fall into your flight, pop both arms out. Once you feel your flight mates on both tips of your fingers, you immediately go down to the position of attention. However, at the beginning of lead lab, your flight commander will only say, flight fall in.
Flight fall in.
The following video will show grounding and securing gear procedures. Why we do this is so that whenever a flight needs to move, the flight commander will have his or her flight secure their gear. Once the flight has stopped moving, then the flight commander will command them to ground their gear.
You will have 3 seconds to secure your gear. I'll be your time back. Ready? Move. 1, 2, 3. You will have 3 seconds to ground your gear. Ready? Move. 1, 2, 3.
Spacing is important. As you can see, the flight and the flight commander are specifically spaced 3 paces away. Spacing in between flights have to be 3 paces. Behind me, this is incorrect. This is not 3 paces. So, we will show you how a flight commander will command his or her flight to space equally from the neighboring flight.
Sierra Flight, you have 3 seconds to secure your gear. Ready? Move. 1, 2, 3. 2 steps to the left. Left step. Arch. Sierra Flight, you have 3 seconds to ground your gear. Ready? Move. 1, 2, 3.
This spacing is beautiful. As you can see, it is 3 paces between the flights. And that is how you are evenly spaced in between your squadron.
When you're formed up before PT and L Lab, you're expected to greet all POC and all cadre. You greet in order of rank, and if the 2 POC or cadre members are the same rank, you'll greet by gender, women first, men second, and if they're the same gender and the same rank, you'll greet alphabetically.
Zulu Flight, greet Cadet DeGrella, greet Cadet Keel, greet the Cadet Scroy.
Good morning, Cadet DeGrella. Good morning, Cadet Keel. Good morning, Cadet Scroy.
As a deputy flight commander, it's your responsibility to get accountability for your flight. The deputy flight commander can either raise their hand and request that their flight commander allow them to make a statement to report the accountability, or the flight commander will ask the deputy flight commander to report the accountability.
Cadet Zuniga, may I make a statement?
Make a statement.
Zulu's flight accountability is as follows. 11 of 11, all cadets present.
Once the flight commander has the accountability, they will then raise their hand, ask their POC flight commander to make a statement, and report the accountability to their POC flight commander.
Cadet DeGrella, may make a statement.
Make a statement.
Zulu flight accountability is as follows. 11 of 11 cadets present.
Good morning, Cadet Zuniga. At the beginning of each PT, after the flight commander has called the greeting and has reported accountability, then he'll call up the physical fitness officer, also known as the PIFO, up so that they can do a procedure called change of command.
Cadet Latimer, front and center.
Cadet Zuniga, Cadet Latimer reports his order.
Take control of the flight.
As the person is coming up to the flight commander and the person in front of him or her is 1 pace away. When they call the salute and put down their salute, the person coming forward takes the step with their left foot. The person stepping back takes a step back with their left foot.
Cadet Latimer, Cadet Zuniga, request permission to fall on a flight.
Go on the flight.
Notice how the flight commander did not fill in the space that the PIFO went out of. The flight commander went to the leftmost, upmost spot in the flight. In the next video, we will show how that person will fill up that spot using a command called cover.
You have 3 seconds to secure your gear. Ready? Move. Right. Peace. Cover. Left. Peace. You have 3 seconds to ground your gear. Ready? Move.
In the event that your deputy is not at the back left corner of his or her spot and a cover will not fix that position, simply call deputy post. That deputy will fall out and go to his or her spot. Then you'll call cover to fix the flight.
You have 3 seconds to secure your gear. Ready? Move. 1, 2, 3. Right. Peace. Deputy post. Cover. Left. Peace. You have 3 seconds to ground your gear. Ready? Move. 1, 2, 3.
During the first 15, your flight will have a lot of things to cover, and these will be covered in your briefings, such as standardization briefing, academics briefing, and MWR, morale, wellness, and recreation. For example, the flight commander will call on the cadet assigned as the MWR officer, and they will give them a time hack to give their brief, and the time hack will keep that time hack, and then the next briefer will go.
Cadet Mazza, brief the flight on standardization. You will have 2 minutes. Cadet Williams will be the flight's time hack.
Time hack ready.
Ready, begin.
The standardization briefing is as follows. Do not wear sunglasses.
The most important thing as a flight commander during your briefing times is to remember to tell what officer is briefing, what topic, and how long they'll have to brief it.
The time hack is an important position because it keeps the flight on schedule on any time hack or any deadlines that the POC assigns them.
Time hack ready.
For a time hack, it is important that the time hack updates his or her flight on how much time remains, such as X seconds remaining, just so that the flight commander and the rest of the flight knows how much they have left to meet that deadline that the professional officer course cadets have assigned them.
The Air Force mission statement is as follows.
To fly, fight, win, air power, anytime, anywhere.
5 seconds remaining.
Cease academics.
In addition, POCs aren't the only ones to assign time hacks. Flight commanders are highly recommended to assign time hacks for their flights to meet a certain deadline. When the academic officer does his or her briefing and calls out the warrior knowledge to recite, everyone has to say it in unison, in the same speed, the same tone, and the same volume. It has to be clear and concise.
Cadet Morgan, lead the flight in academics. You have 2 minutes. Cadet Williams will be the flight's time hack.
Time hack ready.
Ready, begin.
The Air Force core values are as follows.
Integrity first, service before self, excellence in all we do.
Before the PIFO leaves the flight in stretching or exercises, the flight must do all their briefings within that first 15 minutes. Only then, with extra time permitting, can the PIFO lead the flight in stretches or exercises. In this next video, we will show you the proper verbiage for stretching and exercising and personal stretch, not only for the first 15, but throughout physical training.
The first exercise of the day will be jumping jack. It is a 4-count exercise. We'll perform 10 repetitions. Position of the exercise, move. Ready, begin. The next exercise of the day will be butterfly. It is a timed exercise we'll perform for 20 seconds. Position of the exercise, move. The next exercise of the day will be 2-minute personal stretch. Position of the exercise at your own discretion. Position of the exercise, move. Ready, begin.
The PT verbiage does not change unless it's the first exercise of the day, when instead of saying the next exercise of the day, you will say the first exercise of the day.
Thank you for watching this video. From the first 15 basics, you've seen accountability, you've seen the greetings, you've seen academics, you've seen it all. Now I expect you to come in to PMT events with excellence. Make sure that you're acing every first 15 that we expect of you. If you have any questions, please refer to your flight commander for any clarification. Thank you for your time.